Welcome to this talk about help center improvements, and don't hesitate to scan the code if you have some questions you want to ask afterwards. 15. That's how many solutions Odoo provides for the problems I encountered in my previous job. My name is Julie, and I'm a business analyst at Odoo. But previously, I worked for 10 years in a company that distributed heavy machinery. And we had a saying back there: the first machine is sold by the sales department, all the others are sold by the after sales department. Now, why would we say that? It's because we knew how crucial a good support service was. If our customers were happy about the service, they'd come back to buy their second, third, fourth machine. If not, they'd go somewhere else. So, good service, happy customers, more sale. But on a daily basis, we encountered some problems to keep those customers happy. For example, they could reach us by phone or by email, but when I'm already on the phone, I can't take another call, right? And sometimes we received so many emails and it took so much time to put all the information back in the system that we just couldn't keep up. And once the information is in the system, what to do with it? Did we need to send a technician? Were there any available? Did we need to change a spare part? If so, which one? Did we have it in stock? And lastly, even if we knew that we couldn't always meet our customers' expectations, we didn't know how to improve because we didn't receive any feedback. How could we change our process? We had no clue because we had no data that enabled us to set up a strategic solution. So those were our three biggest pain points: communication, managing resources, and customer satisfaction. But I'm very pleased to show you today how Odoo can help you face those challenges. Now, in regards to communication, there are so many channels through which a customer can reach you. You have email alias, you have the web form, there's WhatsApp, you have the live chat, the chatbots, and of course, the customer can still call you by phone. And for the resources, you can directly from your ticket create an opportunity, a task, a return, a repair, a refund, or even grant your customers coupons. And for the customer satisfaction, you can easily set up some SLA policies, customer ratings, and ask for feedback, or even use our beautiful reporting menu to take a look at all the collected data. But as someone else would say, enough chit chats and let's dive into the demo. Well, first, before the demo, that's the flow I will show you today because I won't be able to show you all of the features. We will first see the use of the live chat and the chatbot, how to create a return and a repair, and we'll take a quick look at the SLA policies. And in a second flow, we'll see how we can create a ticket from the web form, convert it into an opportunity, and take a look at the reporting. So let's start. Now, let's say I'm a customer who's having some trouble with his washing machine, and I want to super easily get in touch with the support service. Well, I can just do this by click on this chat icon. And as you see, the help desk bot will immediately engage a conversation. So first thing I want to do is to assess whether it's a technical or admin related question. And in this case, it's technical. And then, of course, we want to know who we're talking to. So let me just put in the name of my customer. And then, of course, we want to know for which product they're contacting us. And it's regarding the bright washer. And I even have the serial number. Okay, so the bot will now ask me if I have anything to add. And indeed, I can just simply say what the problem is. So I have a leakage at the door. Okay, just like this. So I put up the help desk bot to collect some basic information based on a script so that once he gathered all this information, an operator can join the chat and just take this inquiry a little bit further. So let's have a look at the backend. And indeed, as you can see, the chat is active in my window. I have all the information that was already exchanged, so it's super easy for me to know what was discussed. Now, actually, a leakage at the washing machine of the bright washer, this reminds me of a ticket we received not so long ago. And by using this simple command, slash search tickets, I can super easily, based on some keywords, search for existing or similar tickets. And indeed, there you go. The bot find me a ticket that matched my search results. So this is actually a real safe timer because I can look if the problem was indeed the same and how it was solved. So as we see, a drum seal needed to be replaced. So now that I know what to do, we can just create a ticket. And again, this is something that I can do from the live chat by using another very simple command. I just have to give my ticket a name, a title. So, like this, leakage, and there you go. The ticket was immediately created. So, last thing I want to do is, of course, warn my customer that the ticket was created, and if he doesn't have any other questions, that I will be leaving the conversation. But I don't want to type it over and over again within every conversation. So, do you know the canned responses? It's again such a time saver. I just enter my preset words, buy, and the customer has all the text directly sent to him. Indeed, he received the text in the same window that he had the conversation with the help desk bot with. So he can now easily and safely leave the conversation. And look at this, he can already even leave some rating at this point. So I think he was pretty happy with the conversation. Okay, but now let's dive into the tickets. So first thing I want to do is to add my customer. Of course, I will assign this ticket to myself, and I will put it in progress stage so that I can closely follow up on my SLA policy. Now that this is done, the first step is to return the bright washer to the warehouse so that we can start to repair. And this I can just simply do by clicking on this button. And because my customer was set on the ticket, Odoo will propose me all the sale orders linked to the customer. This helps me to easily know which product I want to return. And just like this, a return is created, and once the washing machine is in the warehouse, an operator can just easily validate it. Okay, the second step is now to repair it. And again, it's super easy. We have the button immediately on the ticket, which will enable us to create a repair. Now, I want to prepare it and let my technician know which products he will have to be adding or removing. So in this case, he will add the drum seal and also remove the old one. And I can confirm this. So whenever a technician is ready, he can just start the repair by, again, clicking on this button. And you know what is really great? In the chatter, you can even find from which ticket this repair was created. So if at any given moment he needs to find some information back, he can just click on it and have all the history of the tickets. Once he's done, he looks at the quantities. If it's okay, he can just enter repair, just like that. Now let's take a quick look at the product moves. And as you see, the product that was removed went straight to a scrap location, and the one that was added went from my stock to my production location. Now, by using the breadcrumbs, I can go back on my tickets, and we are actually almost done. The only thing that is left to do is to bring back the washing machine to the customer. And again, it's so easy. By going on my return that we already created, and again, returning this one, it will go back to my customer. Let's see this together. And indeed, as you see, even in the sequence, it's a delivery operation. I have my delivery address known because Odoo remembers the customer, and as soon as it's leaves the warehouse, we can validate this one also. And voila, it's done. So let's put this in solved. And as you see, my SLA turned green because we were able to solve this ticket within the given hours. That's how easy it was. Now, talking about SLA, Something that I like to know is what the success rate is for the overall team. And that is an information that I can easily find right here on my customer care team. Now, if I want to set up some goals and some targets for each one of the operators, that is also something that I can do on this dashboard. This enables me to have maybe some different targets for a junior or senior operator. I can really adjust it to whomever the operator is. And now we'll take a quick look at the reporting of the SLA. Some information I like to follow up on is following. I'll first have a group by assignee and then by SLA type. And I also like to display it by creation date. We will use weekly and what the SLA status was of every one of my tickets. So I think this is really a very cool reporting because it enables me to follow up week by week what everybody has been doing. Is the workloads evenly spread out? Are there many tickets that are failed? Why are they failed? And I can look at other measures, like, for example, how many hours it took to close a ticket. And this enables me to see if I went too far over time, I can maybe ask the operator what went wrong, how we can improve, what needs to be changed. So, of course, you can adapt it to every one of your needs, but I think it's really a great tool. Okay, now for the second flow, I would like to show you another feature that I think is pretty cool. And I think it's cool because in my previous job, it's also something that customers asked a lot. They called to have their spare parts catalog because they lost it or repair manuals. And it took us so much time to always send those catalogs back to the customer. But that is history with Odoo because you can super easily from your knowledge application, create some articles and share them directly on your website. Let's have a look together. As you see, for every one of my appliances, I created a specific article. And by going into this article, my customer can find all the information for all related products. So this is super easy. You can share whatever documentation or information you want with my customer. And I really set it up for every one of the appliances. But now let's say I'm another customer and I didn't find the information I was looking for. Well, that's not a problem because I can super easily create a ticket directly from here. So just by filling in this web form, now you have to know I'm really bad at inventing names. So I'll just stick to something I know. Like this. I want some information about the fiery oven, price and warranty. Hi, could you, sorry for the typos, could you give me price and warranty for your oven? Thanks. Okay, just like this, I can submit it and a ticket is immediately created. So let's take a look in the backend. I can directly go on the unassigned ones because indeed this ticket was not yet assigned. And by the preset filters, it really allows me to search for the specific information that I want to have. And there you go. That's a ticket that we just created together. Now again, no information is lost. We have the text that the customer submitted in his ticket, and as soon as a ticket was created, an email was sent to the customer so that they can really closely follow up. Now, price and warranty, that's not really something for the after-sales service. That's more something for the sales department. But again, that's not an issue because we can super easily convert this into an opportunity. I can link it to a sales team or a dedicated salesperson if I wanted to, and convert this. And there you go. Just with a simple click, an opportunity was created. And again, the salesperson will have all their history logged in his opportunity. Now, let's take back a quick look at my ticket. And as you can see now, it's archived just because it doesn't make sense to keep it in my pipeline as it's already existing in the sales pipeline. Okay, now last thing I want to show you is reporting regarding the tickets analysis. Now, I forgot to do it on this ticket that we just created together, but that's okay. Something I like to know is for which appliances a customer reached out to us. So therefore, I normally use the tags. This enables me to really see for which appliances we received the most complaints or the most tickets. And as you can see, for here it's the fridges, and maybe I could call the manufacturer and give some feedback about his product so that it can improve or have better after sales condition. I think it's a really powerful tool that should not be overlooked. Now, we also like to use this reporting to assess the workload every Monday morning. So first thing I want to do is to see what tickets are open and who they are assigned to. This helps me to even out the workloads. Now, I can also see that I have some tickets that are not yet assigned. So are there any urgent? Yes, and indeed. We have some urgent ticket not yet assigned that we will have to take a close look. Now, therefore, I can go in this following menu, all tickets, and this is also something that really enables me to even out my workload and really plan it well, because due to the SLAs that are linked to every one of my tickets, I also have a deadline. So I know which ticket needs my immediate attention. Okay, now let's take a step back and have a quick recap. In the first flow, we saw regarding communication, how to use the chatbots and the live chats, how we could easily create a ticket from there, how we could create a return and then a repair. And we also saw a little bit of the SLA policies. And in a second flow, we saw how you can super easily share some articles, information, documentation on your website from the knowledge application, and how to create a ticket from the web form, how to convert this ticket into an opportunity, and we also had a quick look at the reporting menu. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to scan the codes. Thank you.
Thank you for a great presentation. The first question is, why isn't the field service app included in the help desk app?
Oh, but it is. It is. So one thing you can do from the help desk application is to create a task, plan an intervention, and this will immediately take you to the field service application. So you can indeed super easily have some task or intervention planned directly from your tickets.
Okay. Is there a possibility to automatically close tickets if there is no activity from the end user who has submitted it?
Yes, there are some configurations that you can have regarding the closing of a ticket. And that is something you can configure directly in your help desk team. It's right here at the self-service automatic closing or closure by the customer.
Great. Is it possible to use the chat on another website outside of Odoo?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
So we have the little bot that you can interact with to
Okay.
see which kind of problem you have. They are asking if that could be integrated in another website.
Normally, yes, you can. There's a URL that you can paste or in within another website.
All right. Uh, how SLA time is calculated based on the activity of the end user and technician? How is the inactivity calculated?
So that's also something that you can set up yourself on the SLA policy when you configure it. You can choose what the time range is within which one you want that it's solved, and you can also exclude some of the stages.
All right. Is there any integration with Facebook and Insta direct messaging?
I have no clue, I must admit. So maybe you can come see at the expert booth afterwards and see with the experts or the product owner.
Okay. How does it link the return to the courier? Is it DPD integrated, for example?
Yeah, so we have different kind of couriers from which we can integrate the inventory. So that is something that you can configure within the inventory application.
All right. Does it have to use chatbot or can the ticket be raised via email or a phone call?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Yep, sure. Uh, do you have to use the chatbot to create tickets or can they be raised via email or via phone call?
Yeah, of course. Well, if the customer calls you, you can still create a ticket manually, or you can use an email alias to have automated ticket creation throughout an email.
All right, so far that have been the questions. Right now one is being typed in, so just a
Okay.
second. Okay, is a link with WhatsApp possible?
Yes, WhatsApp is also one of the channels that we can use to create tickets.
Great, they even answered you.
Thank you.
Nothing so far. Yep,
No, it's good.
it's good. Yeah, if you have